Venice, where cinema's elite gather to celebrate the best in film. But today we're diving into a film that's anything but a celebration. Wolves, 2024, just premiered here. And let's just say, this one might leave you howling, for all the wrong reasons. Wolves brings together two of Hollywood's biggest stars, George Clooney and Brad Pitt. You'd think this pairing, under the direction of John Watts, who gave us the successful Spider-Man trilogy, would be a surefire hit. But sometimes, even the brightest stars can't light up a film that's fundamentally flawed. The premise is intriguing, at least on paper. Amy Ryan plays Margaret, a district attorney who finds herself in a nightmare scenario. A one-night stand gone horribly wrong when her date drops dead in her hotel room. In a panic, she calls a wolf, a professional fixer who cleans up messes like this with surgical precision. Clooney plays one of these wolves, a man so good at his job that he's convinced no one else can match his skills. But there's a twist. Unbeknownst to him, the hotel has also called in another wolf, played by Brad Pitt. And guess what? These two lone wolves are about to have their worlds collide in the most frustrating way possible. What follows is an unbearable comedy, centered on one tired joke. These guys don't want to work together, and the film makes sure you never forget it. Over and over, we're reminded that these two are supposed to be polar opposites who can't stand each other. But here's the problem. They're practically the same character. If you swapped all their lines, it wouldn't make a difference. Wolves could have been a smart, thrilling ride, but instead, it's like a car stuck in first gear, never gaining momentum. The film tries to coast on the star power of Clooney and Pitt, but even these talented actors seem to be on autopilot, churning out dialogue that feels as lifeless as the script itself. There is one bright spot, though. Austin Abrams. He plays a young man who stumbles into helping the fixers, and his performance is actually charming and genuinely funny. It's a brief respite in a film that otherwise feels like it's dragging its feet. So, how did Wolves make it into the Venice lineup? Well, star power can open a lot of doors, but as this film proves, it's not enough to carry a movie that's desperately lacking in substance. The set pieces are uninspired, the humor is repetitive, and the script grinds to a halt just when you think something interesting might happen. If you're still curious about Wolves, I'd suggest watching the trailer. It pretty much covers all the highlights. But if you're expecting a gripping, clever film from these two Hollywood heavyweights, you might want to lower those expectations. Wolves had the potential to be a sharp, stylish thriller, but instead, it's a dull and frustrating experience. Even with Clooney and Pitt at the helm, this film struggles to find its footing. Sometimes, even the best can miss the mark. But hey, not every film can be a masterpiece, right? Until next time, keep watching, and I'll see you at the movies.